Good morning, everybody. As you can tell, I had a little Michael Jackson on. I don't know what happened to my satellite radio. But good morning. It is Tuesday. It is Happy Valentine's Day for all you loved ones out there. Talking today, just like I do every single morning. I had a couple questions. Someone asked me what kind of car I'm driving. Oh, PDO, you asked me that question, what I'm driving, because on the video it looks like I'm driving on the other side of the road. I am driving on the correct side, the left side, for people here in the United States. So everything's okay. I don't have a European car. But today, it's an amazing day. You know why? First of all, it's Tuesday. You woke up. It's Valentine's Day. If you read the topic at the bottom, we are going to talk to you today about Valentine's Day and how to fall in love with the truth. Okay, and that word is very, very hard to do because let's face it, a lot of us have a hard time coming to grips and telling the truth with ourselves. But today we're going to fall in love with it because today is Valentine's Day. If you have a Valentine, if you don't have a Valentine, and if you do have a Valentine, take the moment to self-reflect and look at yourself and love you. Okay? There has been a lot of things that have gone on over the past week in your life and in my life. The issues, the problems, the things that have gone that kind of has brought us down a little bit. I mean, that's just basic life. That's what sort of happens. But today it is Tuesday, and it's Truth Tuesdays. We did a video a couple weeks ago about Truth Tuesdays and about taking the time to take a self-inventory about yourself. You see, for a long time, I really thought I was a certain person. I really thought I was doing things the quote-unquote the right way. I really thought that I was headed in a good direction, but the reality was I was going nowhere. I wasn't doing the things that I was supposed to do. I wasn't being a good father. I wasn't being a great employee or a great leader. I didn't do any of those things. And I had to face facts. Now, it wasn't just like one day I sat down and said, okay, now it's time to self-reflect. It was a culmination over years of absolutely looking deep down inside and trying to find out what is going on with me and why am I not performing? Why am I not where I want to be? You know, there's a video I saw, and I honestly forgot who the speaker was, but he said, and I really believe it to this day, you know, you are in life where you put yourself, okay? Now, I know a lot of us have some hardships. I know a lot of us say, well, I'm here. There's no reason for it. I didn't put myself. It's because of this person. Remember, take control of your life. All right, but that starts with telling the truth. So I had to take a look at my truths. And my truths was simply this. I was not putting enough pressure on myself to get to where I wanted to go. I was afraid to call people on the phone and introduce myself and say, look, this is what I want to do. And one day I finally decided, I'm going to start calling people. So what I did to ease myself into it is I would call NBA teams at 11 o'clock at night because everyone has a dial by name directory. And as I push enough buttons, I'm eventually going to get the head coach of the team and leave a voicemail. Now, I did that because I self-reflected and I said, I've got to figure out ways to go and reach out to people. Well, I had two head coaches calling me back. Jeff Van Gundy at the time, who was the head coach of the Houston Rockets, and Lon Kruger, who's now the head coach at Oklahoma, but was at the time the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks. What that did, what those two phone calls did in my life was spark something that it sparked action is what it did. It basically said, hey, you know what you have to do, Hernando? You have to go ahead and take action in every step that you do. And I fell in love with action. See, it's so important to talk about that today because today is Valentine's Day. You have a loved one, or you may not, but if you do have one, you understand how that feels. You understand that passion. You understand getting after it. And it's the same thing with action. See, my truth was I just wasn't getting the job done. To be honest, I just wasn't good enough. And what did I have to do? Look at myself to take responsibility, fall in love with the process, fall in love with action, so that I can go ahead and take the next steps in my life. Truth Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, I'd love for you to take an inventory of what's going on. Maybe you're not doing that hot. Maybe a couple things aren't going your way, but you can change it. You can change it by understanding your truths. And when I say truths, I'm not just talking about obviously your shortcomings or your shortfalls. I'm talking about even the truth, the happiness in your life. You know what? I'm really happy with such and such. I'm really happy with what's going on. But balance the two. Find out which ones are there. And you're going to see a huge, huge improvement on your life. We got a busy day today. Obviously, we've got practice. We've got meetings. We got to film the next segment of Preguntas, which will be on tomorrow, which is Wednesday. But enjoy your Valentine's Day. I'm going to be on the Coach P radio show tonight at 7 p.m. If you can find it online, great. But enjoy the day. Remember, I leave you this, and I really believe it, guys. You guys are uncommon. You guys are amazing. We're put on this earth to do some amazing, amazing things. What are you waiting for? We have one crack at this thing called life. Conquer your demons. Know your truths. And have a great, great, happy Valentine's Day.